2,000 years ago, in the dense jungles of Central America, there lived a civilization so advanced that it put our modern world to shame. The Maya built great pyramids and temples, developed a written language, and invented the concept of zero. They even kept accurate records of astronomical phenomena, including eclipses and the movement of planets, thousands of years before Galileo or Copernicus. Yet despite all their advancements, the Maya mysteriously abandoned their great cities around 900 AD. Their magnificent urban centers were just left and overgrown by the jungle, almost as if their inhabitants had vanished into thin air. For centuries, this enduring mystery baffled scholars who struggled to comprehend how such a sophisticated society could have simply disappeared. It is a tale of a civilization at the peak of its glory, facing unprecedented challenges and ultimately succumbing to the relentless grip of climate change. Welcome to my channel, and today, let's find out what really happened to the Maya that led to their sudden downfall. The story of the Maya is one of resilience, innovation, and cultural richness, emerging in the tropical lowlands of Central America around 2,000 years ago. They established small independent city-states. These city-states were scattered across the Yucatan Peninsula and the surrounding lowlands, each with its own ruler and unique characteristics. Despite their political fragmentation, the Maya shared a common identity forged by their language, religion, and art. Over time, these city-states grew in power and influence. Tikal, one of the most prominent city-states, became a hub of trade and cultural exchange, its influence stretching far beyond its borders. By the 4th century, Tikal had transformed from a modest settlement into a sprawling metropolis, boasting towering pyramids and grand palaces. Its rulers, the captives of the ruling dynasty, were regarded as divine, and their authority extended over a vast domain. At the height of its glory, the Maya civilization thrived due to a combination of geographic advantages and human ingenuity. The fertile lands watered by the Itza and other rivers provided an agricultural surplus that supported a growing population and sustained social hierarchies. The abundance of wild plants and animals in the tropical forests ensured a reliable food supply and raw materials for crafting tools and dwellings. Moreover, the Maya's innovative agricultural techniques, such as the construction of raised fields and the use of crop rotation, maximized land productivity, contributing to their long-term success. Furthermore, the Maya's strategic location along ancient trade routes facilitated the exchange of goods and ideas with neighboring cultures, stimulating economic growth and cultural development. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Maya was their intellectual prowess. Their sophisticated understanding of astronomy enabled them to develop an intricate calendar system and make accurate predictions about celestial events. In fact, their calendar remains remarkably accurate to this day. The Maya also excelled in mathematics, developing a vigesimal system based on the number 20 and making significant strides in algebra. Perhaps most notably, they introduced the concept of zero, a revolutionary idea that Western mathematicians did not grasp until centuries later. These intellectual achievements not only showcased the Maya's cognitive abilities, but also laid the foundation for their impressive writing system. The Maya script, one of the earliest in the Western Hemisphere, served as a vital tool for recording historical events, religious rituals, and astronomical observations. Carved on stone monuments or painted on pottery, the script conveyed information to an audience of nobles and priests. While the Maya lacked a metallic writing instrument, they developed a sophisticated method of writing using a reed pen, made from the bromeliad plant, and a pigment derived from the archaeology tree. This writing system played a crucial role in preserving their history and transmitting knowledge across generations. Yet amidst their many accomplishments, the Maya faced numerous challenges. Their densely populated cities, while vibrant hubs of culture and trade, were also susceptible to disease outbreaks. Epidemics could spread rapidly, devastating communities already strained by resource scarcity. Furthermore, the Mayas' complex social structure, while contributing to their cultural richness, also created tensions and rivalries among the elite and commoners. Power struggles and rebellions occasionally disrupted the stability of city-states. However, the Mayas' adaptability and resilience enabled them to overcome these obstacles, ensuring their survival and continued development. Despite their resilience, the Maya ultimately faced a challenge that would bring about their decline. By the 8th century, several Maya city-states entered into a period of intense competition for resources and dominance. Warfare became prevalent as rulers sought to expand their territories and secure their positions. Tikal, once a prosperous hub of trade, found itself caught in a web of alliances and conflicts with neighboring powers. As the Maya ventured further into the forests for resources, they encountered the fierce resistance of the indigenous peoples who inhabited those regions. Battles were fought, alliances were forged, and the balance of power shifted, leaving lasting impacts on the course of the Maya civilization. However, the conflict with neighboring states was just one piece of the puzzle. A more sinister force was lurking on the horizon, threatening to engulf the Maya in its deadly embrace: drought. By the year 800 AD, the Maya region was struck by an extreme drought that lasted for 2 centuries. This prolonged dry spell resulted in the drying up of the once life-giving rivers and the failure of crops. Famine and starvation became widespread, leading to mass migration and the abandonment of cities. The Maya, already grappling with the effects of warfare and population pressure, were ill-equipped to cope with such a prolonged and intense drought. The collapse of their agricultural systems sent shockwaves through their society, leading to widespread hunger and displacement. As the drought persisted, the Maya were forced to abandon their homes and seek refuge elsewhere. Entire cities were emptied as people migrated in search of food and water. The once bustling markets and vibrant communities fell silent, becoming ghost towns, swallowed by the encroaching jungle. This mass exodus left the Maya settlements vulnerable and exposed, further accelerating their decline. But the drought wasn't acting alone. A silent and insidious partner was exacerbating the crisis: soil erosion. Years of intensive agriculture had taken a toll on the Maya's fertile lands. Without proper soil conservation practices, the rich topsoil was washed away by heavy rains, leaving behind barren and unproductive fields. This soil erosion led to a sharp decline in agricultural yields, compounding the food shortages and contributing to the overall instability of Maya society. The degradation of the land not only deprived the Maya of their means of sustenance, but also undermined the very foundations of their civilization. The Maya, renowned for their deep connection to nature, recognized the severity of the soil erosion and implemented measures to address this pressing issue. They constructed terraces on hillsides to prevent soil runoff and built raised fields to improve drainage and fertility. Additionally, the Maya introduced a new agricultural technique known as the Three Sisters, a companion planting method that combined maize, beans, and squash, which helped maintain soil health and maximize crop yields. Despite these efforts, the soil erosion caused by decades of intensive farming proved too severe to be reversed quickly. The delicate balance of the ecosystem had been disrupted, leading to a downward spiral that threatened the very survival of the Maya civilization. As the drought dragged on and the soil erosion worsened, the Maya were confronted with a grim reality. Their homeland, once a cradle of civilization, was succumbing to the relentless forces of nature. Faced with dwindling resources and a changing environment, the Maya were compelled to make a heart-wrenching decision, abandon their ancestral homelands, and seek refuge in the distant south. Thus began the long and arduous journey of the Maya people, a desperate quest for survival and a new beginning in unfamiliar lands. Driven by the twin specters of famine and thirst, the Maya embarked on perilous treks through dense forests and across treacherous mountains. Led by their most revered leaders, they traversed uncharted territories in search of fertile lands and water. The journey was fraught with danger as they braved hostile terrains and encounters with other indigenous groups. Along the way, entire families, including the elderly and children, shouldered the burden of survival, walking hundreds of miles in search of a better life. As the Maya ventured deeper into the southern regions, they encountered new environments and challenges. The dense jungles gave way to rugged mountains and unfamiliar landscapes. The Maya, accustomed to the tropical lowlands, were confronted with a drastically different terrain. Despite the hardships, they pressed on, their determination fueled by the hope of finding a new home where they could rebuild their lives. After years of arduous travel, the Maya eventually reached the southern lowlands, an area that would become known as the Puc. Here they encountered other Maya communities that had embarked on similar journeys. Together, they formed new alliances and settlements, giving rise to a new chapter in Maya history. The Maya's journey to the south marked not only a physical relocation, but also a profound cultural transformation. Forced to adapt to new environments and forge alliances with diverse groups, the Maya developed a broader perspective and a more inclusive identity. The challenges they faced during their exodus tested their resilience and strengthened their bonds, shaping them into a more unified and adaptable people. And thus, the Maya, though dispersed from their original homelands, continued to thrive. They adapted to the new environment, rebuilt their societies, and preserved their rich cultural heritage. Their story serves as a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity in the face of adversity. Now coming to why the Maya are still remembered, even after their downfall, their cultural legacy endured. Despite the disintegration of their city-states, the Maya continued to practice their unique traditions, including their sacred rituals and their deep connection to nature. This cultural persistence ensured that their achievements and contributions were not forgotten. Furthermore, the Maya's contributions to mathematics, astronomy, and art had a profound impact on subsequent civilizations. Their innovations in these fields laid the foundation for future developments and continue to inspire awe and wonder. In conclusion, the story of the Maya is a powerful reminder of the complexities of ancient civilizations, their achievements in various fields, their resilience in the face of adversity, and their ultimate decline due to environmental factors, offer valuable lessons for our time. By studying the Maya, we gain a deeper understanding of the challenges faced by past societies and the importance of preserving our cultural heritage and protecting the natural world. Did you find this video informative or helpful? Let us know in the comments section below. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. Don't forget to like and share. Stay curious and keep learning.